Hello everyone. Today we are pruning and propagating this beautiful classic jade plant. Some people are still getting the classic jade mistaken with the jade plant, which is a darker green color. The classic jade has a slightly red and orange color on the edge of the leaves whenever it gets exposed to a couple hours of bright light, as you can see on this example here. Okay, let's start our pruning and let's start with the left side of the plant. The first thing that we're going to do is examine the plant and we're going to look for three things. We're going to look for branches growing downwards, branches that are too heavy, and branches at the bottom of the plant. Okay, I'm going to start with this heavy branch which is sticking out. And what we want to do is just cut the tip of the branch and keep the small branches that are growing upwards. So let's find a good spot here to do the cut. I'm gonna cut it from the bottom so you can see it better. There we go. This is a beautiful cutting. Now let's remove this leaf here. And here where we did the cutting, we're gonna get new babies, new offsets, and that will happen every time we do a cut at the middle or at the end of the branch. Now let's continue with the bottom branch. This branch is pointing downwards, so we're gonna remove it completely. For the bottom branches, I will cut them close to the main stem because I don't want to produce new offsets there. So I will remove all the branches at the bottom. I will keep this branch on the back even though it is at the bottom because it goes with the main structure of the plant. I just need to trim the branch that is growing downwards. Okay, we're done with the left side of the plant and I'm really happy how it looks. As far as the top, I'm not cutting anything from the top. I think it looks beautiful. All the branches are growing upwards and that's what we want to see. So now we're going to start on the right hand side of the plant and we're going to follow the same process. This is the final result of our pruning and our jade plant looks so beautiful. I really like it. The next step is to prepare our cuttings. And on the first example that I'm going to show here, I'm going to split this cutting into two. And I'm going to explain why. The main stem is too thin to handle the weight of the top branch. So instead of having issues with the plant leaning to one side, we're going to split it in two and we won't have that issue. Plus, in addition, we're going to have more plants. For this cutting, the only thing to do is remove the leaves because the main stem is big enough to handle the top weight. In this other example, we're going to split the cutting into three pieces. And we're pretty much going to follow these methods for the rest of the cuttings. Okay, this is our last cutting, and I'm not going to split it because the tall branches are equally distributed. Now let's wait at least 3 days for the stem to callus over, and then we can plant our cuttings. It has been 4 days since we did our cuttings, and by now the cuttings have callus over. So let's get started. Let's start planting our cuttings, and as always we will be using our succulent soil. Planting our cuttings is the easiest process of all, so let's start and let's speed up the video. This is the last cutting we need to plant, and we have a total of 17 new plants. And this is the reason I don't propagate jade from leaves, and I don't recommend it. If you propagate a jade from a leaf, it will take you about 5 months to grow only like a 6-inch plant, and that is with proper care. On the other hand, if you prune your plant twice a year, you can easily get over 30 plants per year, and that's from one single plant. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video.